Good morning, everyone. All right, it's been a minute since we actually created a video for you guys. I am actually on my way to work, and with today's topic, we're going to be talking about precious time. I know a lot of people are probably going to be questioning or putting in the comments like, oh, it's not safe to do this while driving, stuff like that. But time is very valuable to me. And again, if I can do something while still focusing on something else, then I'm going to give it a try and just kind of see what we can do for you guys and like try and create content, because I really like creating content. And we're going to try this out. Again, depending on how this first video goes while driving, then we'll kind of see how this goes. Because like I have this mount, we'll see how good it is with the shakiness of while driving. So we'll see how the stabilizer is, along with eventually probably put in a podcast mic in here, and we'll just see it. But kind of just, like, I know it's been a minute since we actually created a video. Like I said, I really enjoy creating content. I really enjoy doing just kind of engaging with you guys. A lot's been happening. There's a lot of new stuff. Oh, the sun is brutal this morning. Yep, Texas sun. But yeah, with this topic today, it's kind of, we're focusing on like precious time, like how time is very valuable. Again, like, let me tell you a little bit about my day. So I work a corporate job as well, but like, I don't do YouTube full time. But eventually, I want to do YouTube full time. Like, look at these other YouTubers, man. I was like, they're living a good life. But again, it's hard work too. But like, again, I'm trying to stay dedicated to it. But plus I enjoy doing this and like creating the content. But yeah, time is very precious. It's like I have a commute of an hour each way. Again, that's not the worst. But again, just also depends on how bad traffic is. And if there's rain, then it's gonna be like 2-3 hours. But like, time is very precious to me. If I can, because like by the time I get home, like, we're taking the dog out or like we're making dinner, then it's gonna be, the whole day is done. And like, then I can't even do stuff on like, the house projects I'm working on, which I'll, be later. But like, there can't do a lot much, and you're just tired, you're beat, and then you're just gonna go back to sleep, and like you're just gonna repeat. But I was like, well, so like literally, I watched a movie. It's with Snoop Dogg's movie. It's the Underdog movie, and I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but it's actually really cool, and you should definitely watch it. And he's trying to do his podcast, and kind of just gave me an inspiration. I was like, hey, like I started this, and I'm like, like I enjoy doing this. It's like, kind of gave me a little bit more motivation to go ahead and do it again. So he was doing his podcast set up from his car. I was like, now that's freaking dope. I was like, of course Snoop Dogg, out of all people, would be doing that. But like, I was like, oh, it just makes sense. I was like, what time was? Like, I'm driving an hour each way. I was like, I can create content while I'm just sitting in the car. Just, and also that's one of the coolest parts is like, if whoever's in the auto industry or like car industry, the people, car enthusiasts, like the drives by yourself, you tend to think a lot, and like, which is pretty nice, because like, kind of express your emotions, express what's going on in your head. So I think it'll be really good. We'll try this out, see how this camera mount goes, because like I see it shaking, but like I don't know how the camera will be with the shakiness. Hopefully it'll be smooth. But yeah, like, time is very precious. It's like you don't want to waste any moment of it. And I have friends, family, all that stuff, but everyone values time differently. And again, it's all about like your, how you also set your priorities and all that stuff too. In my opinion, myself, again, I'm not like a doctor or anything like that, but tomorrow's never promised. So kind of just enjoy your day, like, the things that you wouldn't think about doing, or the things that were presented to you that you're a little iffy about, just do it. Like, again, like, take that risk, take that chance, take that leap of faith, and then just try it, see what happens. And like, again, because like I said, tomorrow's never promised, and it'll be beneficial for you, because like, you never know. Because like, there's times where like, when, for me, my biggest regrets in life are not taking any opportunities that is presented to myself. Sorry if I'm a little stuffy, because like, it's allergy season, it's been raining, and trying to get all that stuff cleared out, but it's And plus it's the morning, so I'm like still waking up. I have my coffee right over here, so we're still trying to wake up. I was like thinking, man, I could wake up earlier in the morning to try and knock some of the stuff out, but man, with all this wedding stuff going on right now, calls, meetings, work, and all that stuff, and then running the business, then it's time, like I said, time wasn't on my side. So I was like, well, how can I do this and this, and where can I do this? So I was like, boom, click. It's like I could do on my drive to work, Oh, it's hot. But there's people that are in my life that they prioritize their time with others than with I guess not their family or like their wife or their kids or whatever, but like more of like just kind of enjoying it by themselves. And again, don't get me wrong, that's cool and all, but you also want to spend time with your family and your kids, especially if you got a wife and kids or partner, whatever, because you never know what's gonna happen. Like, man, like I tell you, the amount of accidents and crazy shit that I see, like there's friends that have been in car accidents, friends that are in bike accidents, there's all that stuff, funerals that we've gone to, and it's just crazy. Like, for me, it's like I started. So one of my coworker, their friends, they had a daughter who died at 23 years age of a heart attack, and it got me thinking. Like, had a self-realization type of moment. It's like, why the hell am I working so much? Like, what am I working for? And I'm like, yeah, you work to get more money, but like, yeah, you hustle to have a better life. But like, how are you gonna have a better life when you're just focused on work? Like, you're not doing anything else like but work. And like, when you have you're like, have my fiance and I have my dog and like our house and like businesses and all that stuff, like I had to take a step back and kind of look and do a self-reflection. I was like, man, I had to ask myself, what would I rather be doing right now? And that's kind of how I kind of gauge myself a little bit, because like I'd rather be home with my fiance, with my dog, and just kind of chill, open up a glass of wine, have a drink or whatever, and just kind of chill. We have a dope ass backyard, so like we've been trying to enjoy it more. But like by the time I get home, like I'm tired, just beat, so like can't enjoy it as much. So like that's what I would rather be doing. So like I started to like reflect more and started to do focusing my time and everything towards that. I was like, and then everything else will follow. Like you'll once also like, I don't know how to explain it, but like my life has been a lot more happier, put it that way. And I've just been enjoying life more, enjoying with my friends more, and we've been going out on adventures and all that stuff. And like it also kind of helped us keep us in the right mindset too, because like we could both die and you just never know. Because like even we just always take spontaneous trips because like screw it, let's just go. And time, the one saying I always tell every one of my friends is like kind of what I like, it's kind of drilled into my brain, is like money will return but time doesn't. And which is true, because like same thing with our dog. Like his name is Ziggy. He's a golden doodle. He's such a beautiful dog. Love him. And if you watch the rest of the other channels, not the podcast, but like you'll see another video coming up here soon. Things that we are doing with him, because we're gonna be going out of town, which has been a process. So video coming for that soon. But on the other note, but like like we had him for about a year and a half, and like I don't remember like him growing into how big he is now. Like it just literally flew by. Like I just remember him when we were just a smaller puppy, to hold him in the palm of my hands, and then whenever like I saw him like get a little bit bigger, but like how big he is now, I did not see how he grew from this little pup to how big he is now. It's crazy. So like you're gonna miss all that stuff. And like, 'cause for me, like I'm like just working and like hustling. And I missed that. And it's like I had to take a step back and look and have self-reflection and self-realization, and just realize, like, kind of look at my priorities. Like, what do I focus more on? Like, what should I focus more on? If I were to die today, what would I rather be doing right now? Right? Start asking yourself those questions and see how your life turns out. Not rob a bank, shit like that, but like meaningful stuff to your life, right? It's like, take that one trip that you've been dreading to book. Just take it. Like, buy that dog that you keep eyeing at the you want to get. Buy that car, because like, if you keep working, trying to save up, try to do that. And like, the other cool part is, like I tell you, people always like, for me, it's like, I love cars, right? So chasing money and stuff like that, I'm never chasing money. I'm just chasing financial freedom, where I can go out and do things and like be able to like buy things without having to second guess or question myself or anything like that. Like, do we have enough? Anything like that. But again, when you buy yourself these nice toys, right? When you buy like a nice car, buy a nice bike, whatever it is, you'll figure out a way to pay it. Even though, like, again, it's like also being realistic, not having like a $24,000 car payment or anything like that, or like a crazy ass house. But I'm saying the principle of like the drive for, like for example, for myself, like I really want to buy a certain car, and I mean, I keep telling myself like, no, like not right now, maybe later. But the more I keep saying later, the later it will actually get, and then who knows when the time will ever actually come. So, and maybe like I probably won't be around for that. You never know. But the moral of this is, time is very precious, time is very valuable. So take that leap of faith, take the chance, take the opportunity that's presented to you. Enjoy with everyone around you. And like, the other thing is, like, we were talking about like how me and my friends were talking about a job will replace you in a heartbeat. And they don't care about you that much. They'll replace you in a heartbeat and have a replacement for you within the next week. So why are you devoting your life to a company who is like willing to give up on you and replace you in a heartbeat of one small mistake that you could have done or anything like that? Right? So, a little food for thought. More or less, just enjoy your life. Time is very valuable. Just kind of live a little bit, live your life, and don't let other people criticize how you live your life. Like, I get that all the time. It's like, oh, like, you don't come around anymore, like you forgot all about us. I was like, man, when I stopped texting people, when I stopped talking to people, when I stopped texting people, I haven't heard from any of them since. Like, I was like, makes you realize, I was like, man, like, when someone initiates the conversations, there's people that I hear back, and those are the true people. But like, the people that I initiate conversations with and don't hear back, or they don't never check in or like see how you are, or anything like that, they don't initiate conversations, that tells you, like, you're just in the back of it, like, you don't really worth anything to them. So this is kind of how to tell like who the people are in your life too. So like, people always criticize and all that stuff, like how you live your life. I'm like, you do not need to care what other people think of how you live your life. I tell you that, like, live your life the way you want to live your life. If you want to live your life with like, lavish luxury, do it. But like, again, do it within your means, of course. You don't want to go broke, you don't want to go bankrupt, all that stuff. But like, more or less, like, enjoy your life. Like, it's funny because like, there's times when people ask me what I do for work, I was like, I just garden. I just like, I'm just gardening. That's it. And like, you just enjoy your life, just enjoy it. But that's basically it for this podcast. Hope you guys enjoy it. I know it's very short. I just wanted to kind of give this a little bit of a trial. I'm just gonna see how this went with this mount and everything. And again, like, I have my AirPod in right now, so we'll see how this audio goes and all that stuff. And we'll see how we can improve it. So we'll catch you guys next time. See you, everyone.